Many people here bend themselves and change themselves from people around them. And people do that. Don't fit, put up your hand, let me see, come on.
Why do girls act different to us in front of their friends? #AskIMO.
You guys ever get that thing like when you're by yourself, you're one type of personality, when you're with your friends, you're another, with your family, another, or at work, another. And then you get really concerned that maybe you're someone who is like super fake, or you know, you're someone who is weird and mentally unstable.
Yeah, right? We bend, we change, we be someone different for, you know, we've got one friend and she's just a little this way and so I'm just a little that way.
And that is why, depending on the situation we're in, you know, we will usually act and feel and actually think differently.
My sweetie, you know, doesn't like it when I do fill in the blank. So you don't do fill in the blank, but really, you love doing fill in the blank.
But then when you're with like all your friends, like, oh my gosh, did you see this OMG totes? And you like never talk like that, but then you're in front of girls and you're like, oh shit, did I really just say that?
This is completely normal human behavior.
My name is Caitlin Elizabeth Gillum. I'm 21. I live in an apartment with my boyfriend. I am a member of Insignia Pack, which is a independent open winter guard. And I just got a brand new job at Staples.
Do you think everybody acts differently around different people?
Yes.
Do you think people carry different personas? Like you can act girly with one group of people and like a total tomboy with another group of people.
Oh yeah. I mean, I know I do that for sure.
Are you different with your friends than you are with your family?
Oh yeah.
How are you different?
I would say I'm more vulgar and free and I guess funny, really, with my friends, and with my family I'm more closed and conservative and quiet.
Why do you act that way around family?
They're very judgmental.
How well does your family know you?
Oh gosh. As a whole, not at all. But there's individuals that do know. Like, pretty good.
How many different social circles would you say you have?
4.
Do you know like how you would break them up or how you'd categorize them?
There's family, and then there's Michael, who's his own category. And then there's my best friends, like you and Kim and all them. And then there's like my just friends, like my internet friends.
Do you think you act different online than you do in real life?
Yes.
How do you act different?
I am more confident in everything. I speak my mind whenever I want to, and I definitely don't do that in real life. I'm not shy on the internet about anything.
Do you think your friends on the internet or in real life know you better?
Oh. Real life, probably.
Do you treat people differently if you like them versus like if you don't like them?
Not to their face. I get really scared of people yelling at me, so I kind of treat... Well, you can tell if I'm being way too nice or if I'm just, you know, being nice.
How would you describe yourself as a person?
Shy. Very, very shy. Gosh. I don't know. Imaginative. Loud. Yes, loud.
Why do you think that people act different around different people?
I think it's a comfort thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a comfort thing. You know, there are people who are like, yeah, I want to get outside my bubble, but, you know, everybody has that super personal bubble that, you know, they don't just tell to people. They switch it off for different people, like bits of personalities. You don't want other people to know, like, my family, for instance, like, they would never know that I smoke and that how much it's helped me, because, you know, all they see is, you know, drugs, and drugs are bad, kids. I don't think we need to do it, so I wouldn't say it'd be, like, for survival. I think we just do it because, you know, nobody taught us it was wrong. I mean, everybody does it.
How long have you known Caitlin?
For 21 and a half years.
How well do you think you know her?
Very well.
What's your relationship to Caitlin?
I am Caitlin's mom.
How often do you see or talk to her?
I see her probably at least once a week, and then talk to her about every other day.
You have any outstanding memories of Caitlin?
Where to start? Mostly I can remember her and her sister forever were inseparable, but they always fought. But at the end of the night, even when they were, up until probably you were 8 and 10, they would not sleep in separate beds. They would sleep in the same twin bed until we finally bought them bunk beds.
How long have you known Caitlin?
4 years.
What's your relationship to Caitlin?
I'm her boyfriend.
How well do you know her?
Probably better than she knows herself. Some days.
What was your first impression of Caitlin?
Crazy?
How'd you meet Caitlin?
At a party.
How often do you see her or talk to her?
Every day to both of those questions.
Do you have any outstanding memories of Caitlin?
She told me her favorite food was potatoes, but she didn't know what a potato wedge was.
How long have you known Caitlin?
I've known Caitlin for, oh geez, like, I want to say close to 5 years.
What is your relationship to her?
But she's a really close friend.
How well do you think you know her?
I think I've got a pretty firm grasp on her pathologies and personality type. I think I know her pretty well.
What were your first impressions of her?
Let's see. Well, alright, my first thing was, oh my god, it's a girl that plays video games. So I was like, hell yeah. And then I got to know her. And then I was like, you know, she became a pretty valuable friend over time. But I don't know, it was like, I was just excited to be talking to a female that also played video games.
How did y'all meet?
We were actually playing League and League of Legends. And I just picked up the game. Some guy was shitting on me because I was like a noob, and she was all like, "Hey, don't be such a dickhead. You know, he's learning the game." And I was like, "Oh, it's a nice person who helped me not like feel like such a loser." And so I sent her a friend request, and then we've been friends since.
How often do you see or talk to her?
I haven't talked to you in like 6 months. I didn't talk to you until I got back from Montgomery, but before then it was pretty frequent. We used to hang out all the time, but then you got really busy with work, and I got really busy with work, and our schedules didn't line up so much.
Any outstanding memories that you have of her?
I think one of the biggest ones is that first, like, oh my god, like, I have a friend in League of Legends now, and like, it was pretty cool. And I don't know, like, we've had a lot of really just fun times playing like League. So anything where, like, there's not a lot of like really specific stuff. It's just a general like, oh, I remember enjoying playing League with her. Those were good times.
How long have you known Caitlin?
9 years, since 7th grade.
How well do you think you know her?
Very, very well.
First impressions?
That she really, really liked Color Guard and really, really, really liked anime a lot and was very determined to get me to join Color Guard with her.
How did y'all meet?
Through photojournalism class in 7th grade.
Your relationship with her?
We're best friends.
How often do you see her or talk to her?
Probably like once, twice a week. Somewhere around there. I probably talk to you anywhere from like 1 to 4 times a week and probably see you once or twice a week.
Any outstanding memories you have of her?
Anytime you inchwormed across the floor. Any particular odd dance Caitlin has done. Color Guard in general. That whole mess.
Okay, fuck it. I don't know. Yo. Is it backwards? Is it showing up backwards? Mashed potatoes! That's not a food!
It is a food and I love it!
That's baby food.
Like I had a favorite subject. No, I did.
Technically extracurricular, but I think it counts.
Barely remember. I don't know how, but...
Think for a second. Was it Post Malone? Yeah. Okay.
127 at first.
It's so funny.
Hold it up.
You see that? You see that? That's
Yeah.
the big blind sticker. That's the
Oh
big
my
blind
gosh. It's red, dude. How do you not know that?
sticker. 'Cause you don't ever tell me this shit.
What? We have had literal conversations.
I don't even know that. And I'm me. Eh.
That's why it's a good question.
Let me think.
Spotify is not a genre.
Dude, I went to the pharmacy the other day to pick up your prescription and they asked me, and I was like, May 18th, 1996?
High school.
Yeah. That is pretty close. I did.
I think that may have been earlier though.
No, it was in the middle of high school. That happened.
I'm ready whenever you are. Sorry.
Okay, you ready? Bam.
That's so depressing. Why do you think so low of me?
Oh right, I forgot about drawing.
I wrote 4 things because I know her very well.
Damn, that's pretty good. Ooh. Right though. Wait, I just had it. They all have a very similar color scheme. Like, well, clearly the blues and the reds stand out the most.
What do you think that means people think of you?
Clearly they think I have, hopefully colorful, but also different personalities. Or different faces, I guess. I love them.
This is completely normal human behavior, and what psychologists call this is actually acting out towards yourself schemas. These are human responses to social stimuli that is mediated through an internal system of knowledge structures, which summed up means that our human psyche will make us resume a certain personality and behavior type that it believes is best suited to that situation at hand, to get the best outcome possible for you. Regardless of the self-schema that you are living out right now, you still have these certain, principles and values and ideologies that you will live out regardless of whoever you may be.